Good evening and namaste to all the viewers. Dear students, you are welcome to Genius Lakshya, which is a unique platform for all the aspirants of the prestigious examinations of UPSC, GPSC, NDA, and CDS. So, you are again welcome to this live session of Genius Lakshya, where I have been coming to you with many static topics and dynamic topics according to the syllabus of UPSC and other examinations. And in the series of Indian polity, we have been discussing various topics. We have discussed so many topics so far. And again, we will discuss today two important topics. One is the Union territories. As we have already discussed union territories, Sujal, welcome. And also we will discuss schedule areas. What are the schedule areas? Why are the schedule areas? The objective of schedule areas and the provisions to make these areas the better. What are the provisions are there? The country is one. In spite of having oneness, some areas have been identified as the schedule areas. We'll understand the objective. Also, we understand why the schedule areas are there, how many schedule areas are there. So, it is very, very important topic, very interesting to know, very interesting to understand. Okay, if you have any doubts and query, you can write me in the comment box, and for more information you can write me on my email ID, that is rohitsika@geniusschool.co.in. okay, so be there, enjoy the session. Okay, so let's start the session. I'm sharing the first slide of the presentation. If this is visible, then let me know, then we will go ahead with the other slides. You know that India is such a diversified country where you will get varieties of population, varieties of people, in varieties of system, varieties of provisions are there for the upgradation of the people. Today we will understand the topics of that sort. In India, some areas are demarcated as schedule areas. Means these areas are different. These areas should be treated in different way. So, in order to know why are those areas different, why government has made such provisions that that area will be treated differently, what logic is there, we will understand it. The objective of any act is enhancement, is the development, is the progress of the people. There are so many people in our country, so many groups of people are there who are educationally, financially, socially backward. So, in order to promote their standard of living, in order to promote the economical standard, educational standard, social standard of those backward people, some special provisions are there in our country. And those special provisions are given to those people for their economical, social, and educational enhancement, progress, and development. So ultimately, these areas are demarcated, these areas are marked as the schedule areas. Let's understand schedule areas, the logic behind schedule areas, who has the power to mark or demarcate these schedule areas, how are they governed. So these are all important things to understand from this presentation. At the same time, we will understand the administration of union territories. How union territories are administered, which department of central government takes care of the union territories, whether finance department, home department, defense department, which department takes care of the union territories, right? As we know that it is controlled by the central government. So in the central government, there are so many departments, so many cabinet departments are there, so many cabinet ministers are there. So under whom these union territories are there, we'll understand it. Okay, so let's start. I'm sharing the first slide of the presentation. So as soon as possible, let me know. So we'll start the presentation. So schedule areas and tribal areas and union territories are the topic of the day, where we will understand why the schedule areas are there, an objective, tribal areas objective, and the administration of the union territories. Yes, it is visible and audible, so let's start. So test again, appear the test. Article 244, based on your present understanding, you can answer it. Then you will get all the answers from the presentation. Article 244 in part 12 of the Constitution, it says that it envisages special provisions, a special system of administration for certain areas designated as scheduled areas and scheduled tribe in our country. So according to you, whether this is a right statement, please let me know. Okay. Then the fourth schedule of the Constitution deals with the administration and control of scheduled areas in any state except the four states: Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura, and Mizoram. Right or wrong? The sixth schedule of the Constitution of India, on the other hand, deals with the administration of tribal areas in four northern states: Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura, and Mizoram. Right statement or wrong statement? The scheduled areas are treated differently from other areas in country. Right or wrong? Then the governor has power. The governor is empowered to decide or to declare an area to be a scheduled area. Yes or no? The chief minister has to submit a report to the president regarding scheduled areas annually wherever so required by the president. Right or wrong statement? Then the governor can increase or decrease scheduled areas after consulting governor of a concerned state. True or false? Then the Tribal Advisory Council consists of 20 members. Right statement, wrong statement? Then Ministry of Finance is the nodal ministry for all the matters of the union territories. And last statement is all the union territories have their own legislature and high court. So these are all 10 statements, and you must have given all the answers. Yes, you have given the answer. Nice one. Then you will get the answer from the presentation also. Okay. So let's start the topic. Article 244, yes, according to the Constitution of India, Part 10th of Indian Constitution, it gives special provisions, special system of administration for certain areas, not for all areas, for certain areas, for some areas, and those areas are designated as scheduled areas in our country and tribal areas. So, which part? Part 10th. Which article? Article 244 of our Indian Constitution speaks on special system, special provision of the administration for certain places, for certain areas. Also, you should understand that fifth schedule of the Constitution deals with administration, control of the schedule area. Which schedule? Fifth schedule of the Indian Constitution deals with the management, administration and control of the schedule area in any state, but this fifth schedule is not applicable to Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura and Mizoram. So these are the exceptional cases where the Constitution's fifth schedule is not applicable. Then the sixth schedule of the Constitution of India, on the other hand, deals with the administration of the tribal areas in northern states. Which are the northern states where the six schedules are applied? Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura and Mizoram. These are 4 states, and these 4 states have tribal areas, and for the administration of these tribal areas, 6th schedule is there in the Indian Constitution. According to the 6th schedule of the Constitution, the tribal areas of the 4 states are administered, monitored and controlled. Then administration of scheduled areas, how these areas are managed, how these areas are controlled, how these areas are administered. Very, very important to understand. Okay, so let's understand. The scheduled areas are treated differently. Very, very important. They are treated differently. They are not treated equally If they will be treated equally, then the people of these areas will never progress because they are economically, educationally, financially backward. So they need special attention, they need special provision, they need special rules and regulation, they need special scheme. So these people, the people of these areas are treated differently from other areas in our country because the people of these areas are backward. Educationally, socially, economically, they are backward. And if they will be treated with the developed people, then they will not progress. So, in order to bring their standard of living upward, these scheduled areas are treated differently, or special facilities are given to these areas. And who are the people? The people are inhabited. Aboriginals, they are the tribal people, the people who are into their rituals, their culture, their way of life, and are they are much interested to preserve all these things. Special efforts need to be made. Why? Special effort will bring change in their social status, economical status, educational status. So special efforts are made to improve the condition of the people. Therefore, the whole of the normal administrative machinery operating in the state is not extended to the scheduled areas of the central government has somewhat greater responsibility for this area. What does it mean? It means if an act is applicable to other areas of a state, that act is not applicable to schedule area. If government wants to apply that act in that particular schedule area, then government does some modifications, some changes are made. Then the acts are applied in those areas. The various features of administration contained the fifth schedule are as under. So let's understand what are the provisions for the scheduled areas people in our constitution. So the declaration of the scheduled areas. First of all, who does it? Who declares a particular area as a scheduled area? The President of India. Our president is empowered to declare an area to be a scheduled area. And the president can increase the area. He also can decrease the area. After consulting the governor of that state. So after consulting the governor of a state, the president can increase or he can decrease the areas. Then let's understand the executive power of the state and center. The executive power of a state extend to the scheduled areas therein, but the governor has special responsibility regarding such area. So governor of that state plays very important role regarding the scheduled areas. His responsibility is very important. And governor has to submit a report to the President of India regarding such areas annually, whenever so required by the President. Whenever President asks for report of the scheduled area, then governor has to submit the report either annually or when the president demands for it. Then the executive power of the center extend to giving the direction to the states regarding administration of the such area, and the central government orders the state government regarding the administration and control of the scheduled areas. This is how scheduled areas are administered, controlled, and managed. Then let's understand the Tribal Advisory Council. What is it? The Tribal Advisory Council, if there is a state and state has scheduled area, then there will be a Tribal Advisory Council. What is the function of the Tribal Advisory Council? The function of the Tribal Advisory Council is to advise on welfare and advancement of the scheduled tribe. So fundamentally, this advisory council will advise for the development of the scheduled tribes. Then this tribal advisory council consists of 20 members. How many members? 20 members. And 3/4 of whom are to be the representative of scheduled tribes, STs, in the state legislative assembly. A similar council is to be established in the state having scheduled tribes but not scheduled areas if the president directs to do so. Now let's understand the law applicable to scheduled areas. The governor has power. The governor of the state is empowered to direct that any particular act made by the Parliament of India or any particular act made by the state legislature does not apply to the scheduled area, or if it is applied, then it is applied with some modifications and exceptions. What does it mean? It means governor of that state has power to order to direct that if a state or if the parliament or the legislature have made an act, but that act is not applicable to scheduled areas, but it is applicable to all the areas, not to scheduled areas. If government wants to apply the act to the scheduled area, then government has to bring some changes in the act. With some exceptions, the government will apply the act in the scheduled area. And this is the power of the governor to take care of it. Also, the governor can make some rules and regulations for peace, for good government, of a scheduled area after consulting the tribe's advice council. So it is the responsibility of the governor to make rules and regulations for the better management, better governance of the scheduled area, for peaceful environment of the scheduled area. Government makes some rules and regulations, but he does not make the rules and regulation of his own. He consults the council. Which council? Tribes Advisory Council. Such regulations may prohibit or restrict the transfer of land or by among the members of the scheduled tribes, regulate the allotment of land to members of the scheduled tribes, regulate the business, money laundering, lending relation to scheduled tribe. Means governor is fundamentally responsible to make such rules that there is no malpractice of land and money laundering process in the scheduled area. Again, the Constitution of India requires the President to appoint commission to report on the administration of the scheduled area. Governor is there. In addition to the governor's responsibility, the president appoints a commission, and that commission prepares report on the administration of the scheduled areas. And the president can appoint such commission at any time. But compulsorily after 10 years of the commencement of the constitution. Hence, the first commission was appointed in 1960 and it was headed by UN Devar, and this committee submitted a report on the administration of the scheduled area in the year 1961. After 4 decades, the second commission was set up, or second commission was appointed. When? In 2002. Under the chairmanship of Dilip Singh Bhuria. And this committee also submitted a report in 2004 on the administration of these scheduled areas, about the progress, about the development, about the management of the scheduled areas. Now, we'll understand union territories. In union territories, we will understand the advisory committee. Under the government of India, the Home Affairs Ministry of Home Affairs is the nodal ministry for all the matters of union territories relating to legislation, relating to finance, relating to budget, relating to service, relating to the appointment of lieutenant governor, relating to the appointment of the administrator. So who is accountable for the finance, budget, service, appointment of governor? This is the responsibility of Home Minister or Ministry of Home Affairs. Okay, so this ministry is accountable for legislation, finance, budget preparation, services, appointment of lieutenant governor and administrator. Then, as we know that all the 6 union territories without legislature, means these union territories do not have legislature. Only 3 union territories have legislature. We have already discussed it. Delhi, Puducherry, and Jammu and Kashmir. The union territories without legislatures are Andaman Nicobar Island, no legislature. Chandigarh, Daman and Diu, Dadra, Nagar, Haveli, Lakshadweep, and Ladakh. These 6 union territories do not have legislature. So, they have a forum. They have a forum of the home ministers. advisory committee because they do not have the legislature. So they have an administrator advisory committee. And this Home Minister advisory committee is chaired, is monitored, is presided over by the Home Minister. Then this advisory committee is chaired by the administrator of the concerned union territories. The member of the parliament, elected members of the local bodies, district panchayats, municipal council of the union territories are member of the committee among others. And these committees discuss the general issues relating to social, relating to economical development of the union territories. So this is the end of the presentation. Then we will discuss all the questions and answers. So you have given all the answer. What is schedule? Schedule means nothing but it is an area. It is an area, not schedule, schedule area. Okay? In general language, schedule means to fix some program. But here, schedule means it is a particular area where the tribal people live, whose financial condition, social condition, economical conditions are not good. So those areas are called schedule area. If the governor is there, then why to appoint commission? Governor has many responsibilities for the state. At the same time, governor is accountable for so many activities. Governor is also the representative of the center in the state. And commission is also the representative of the center in the state. So in order to make the administration effective, positive and smooth, though there is governor, commission is appointed by the president for making reports on the administration, on the control, on the management of the area. And that report is either submitted annually or when the president asks to submit. Nodal ministry means in charge, responsible minister. Nodal ministry means responsible minister. So let's solve the question. Article 244 of Part 12th of the Indian Constitution, wrong answer. Not 12th, it is 10. So this is wrong. Article 10th. Sorry, Part 10th of Article 244. Not article, it is Part 10th. The fourth schedule of the Constitution deals with administration, control of schedule area in any state except Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura and Mizoram. Wrong answer. Not fourth, but fifth. Fifth. So this is a false statement. The sixth schedule of the Constitution of India deals with the administration of tribal areas in 4th northern states. Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura and Mizoram. Right answer, yes. The sixth schedule deals with the administration of the states. The schedule areas are treated differently from the other areas, right? That's why those areas are called schedule areas. They are treated differently. They are given special facilities, special provisions. So they are called schedule areas. So this is a right statement. The governor is empowered to declare an area to be schedule area. No, not governor, but president. President has the power to declare an area as a schedule area. The chief minister has to submit a report to the president regarding the schedule area annually or whenever the president required the report. No, wrong answer. Not chief minister but governor. So this is wrong. The governor can increase and decrease schedule area after consulting the governor of the concerned state. Absolutely wrong answer. Not governor, but this is president. The Tribal Advisory Council consists of 20 members. G. Right answer. It consists of 20 members. Ministry of Finance is the nodal ministry for all the matters of Union Territory. Wrong answer. There is no role of Finance Ministry. This is the role of Home Ministry. All the Union Territories have their own legislature and High Court. Wrong answer. Only 3 Union Territories have legislature and 1 Union Territory have High Court. Wrong answer. Only Delhi has High Court and 3 Union Territories have legislature. So these are all the answers. Share your answers. Okay. So today we discussed very important topic, schedule area, function of the governor for schedule area, function of the commissioner for schedule area, how the schedule areas are decided, what provisions are there. Also we understood what is schedule area committee, right? And we understood that the whole administration and management of Union Territories are controlled by the Home Ministry. Appointment, finance, budget, everything. Okay, so before the presentation 7 mark Devang, and after presentation 10 mark Sujal. Before presentation 7, after presentation 10. So all the best, you are doing good, keep it up. If we will continue this momentum, then no question about it that one day you will be a super class 1 officer of our country. All the best. Till then, take care. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.